Hey there, and welcome to the Profitable Entrepreneur Podcast with your host, Keaney. And this is the podcast where we help six-figure coaches, VAs, and entrepreneurs all around the world scale their sales, break free from the one-to-one hustle, and skyrocket their profits online. Because we believe that the best business is a profitable one, and real CEOs make money, not coffee. So rise up, join the revolution, and let's get down to business. All right, everybody, welcome back. Today I want to talk about time management and how much this really matters when it comes to the success that you create in your business, the effort that you have to put out to create that success, and how this really connects to the amount of money that you're making or not, right? So I really just want to talk about some of the key important things around the time management, give you guys some great tips here on how you can better manage your time and create more discipline to really crush your goals, to really smash and slay your sales. Let's go ahead and dive in. So one thing I want to kind of say that I think is a good way to kick this off, I think it's really important that we remember and that we understand that our time actually costs us money. So we look at this in the corporate world, right? Where you might be trading your time for money. You're trading your time for dollars, right? You are going to work and you're doing a certain amount of things for a certain amount of time and you're getting paid for that time. You are trading your time for that money. So we understand, right, that our time costs us money. So when it comes to your business, I am always saying that, every minute in your business matters, like where your minutes are going, what you are putting your minutes on, who you're giving those minutes to. It all matters because it is your time, it is costing you money. So for example, if you get on a sales call and you are talking to somebody, a potential client, and you give them an hour of your time, let's just say that you, for some reason, got on a sales call and you're on there for an hour. I don't recommend that at all, but let's just say, at the end of the day, if that conversation does not convert into a paying client, then you just lost hundreds, if not thousands of dollars, depending on what you charge, right? Your time is money. And if your time is being spent doing and giving your things away for free, right? You're giving your stuff away for free. You're giving your time away for free. This is costing you money. This is literally costing you money, right? You're losing money every time you do this. So I can't stress the importance of how much every minute in your business matters. And that's what brings us to the time management piece, right? So everything that you do with your time is going to dictate the results and the experience that you have. Okay, so we all have the same time in a day, but how you spend that time and what you choose to give your attention to 100%, it makes the difference between someone who works, let's say, 3 hours a day and is successful, whatever that looks like for them, versus someone that's working 10 hours a day and is struggling. Right? Like everything that makes the difference 100% between those two situations is the time that is being spent and on what it is being spent doing. Okay? So I'm a sales ninja. Okay? My clients come to me because they want to make money. Like flat out, period. That's what I do. That's what I'm good at. That is what I teach. And that is why people come to me. So the very first thing that I do with my clients is I identify what is the profit plan. Right? What is your profit plan? Which is basically us looking at how much money you're trying to make, what do you have to work with, what do you still need, and now how are we going to spend your minutes every single day to make sure that you are making your money and you're hitting those goals, right? So when people come to me, that's the first thing we have to figure out, what it is they're trying to create and like what needs to happen to get there. There's lots of steps in between, but at the end of the day, we need to make sure that my clients are spending every minute in their business on money-making activities and moving the needle toward their money goals, right? So if your goal is to make more money, then your only job every single day is to hunker down on your discipline and focus on money-making activities. Right? And you should be doing that consistently every single day. It is not about how much time, but how much time you put in, but it's how that time is being spent, right? It's like, what are you spending your time doing? So I'm always asking my clients when they come to me, or anybody in my audience who comes to me and says, I'm doing all these things and I'm checking all these boxes and I'm working all these hours, but like, I'm not hitting my goals. Like, I'm not converting. I'm not making enough sales. I'm not making enough money. Like, there's just more time and more effort being put out than what's actually coming in. And so the first thing that we're doing is like, what are you doing with your time? Give me a rundown of what does an average day look like? And a lot of times, guys, I'm going to tell you and be totally honest, it's a lot of fluff stuff. It's a lot of busy stuff. It's mindless stuff. It's very meaningless stuff that this time is being spent on. Oh, I was in Canva creating images for the year. I was working on a website when I have no clients, no sales, no traffic. I was building a sales page for an offer I'm thinking about. I've never sold it. I've never proven the concept. I have an idea. I have no clue if anybody wants it. I have no audience, but I'm going to create a sales page. I'm setting up a funnel. Someone told me to create 20 email sequence that goes to an automated webinar and then like run people to it. But yet I don't even have my business off the ground yet, but I'm working on that. Okay, there's these things, or I'm setting up technology. I'm learning how to use this new awesome system, to schedule this and to create that, or whatever it is. It's these activities that are super time consuming and they don't produce money in the bank at the end of the day, right? Every single thing, like, you should have sales coming in your business every day. If you look at any other business outside of the online space, it makes money every day. It has new customers every day. Think about your local grocery store. Are they open every day? Yes. Do they have customers coming in every day? Absolutely. Do they make sales every single day? Yes. Are they selling and selling things every day? Absolutely. Do they have new customers that find them through advertising and their sign over the door? Do they have new customers every day that find them? Yes. Online businesses are no different. I always say this, and I'll continue to say it for the rest of my life. You do not run a charity, you run a business. Unless you're running an expensive charity, okay, then your doors are open Monday through Sunday, 7 days a week. Your doors are open. You are selling and you are taking new clients. So unless you run a charity, that's your life every day for the rest of however long your business is operated. You and or your team are making these things happen. So someone has to be spending time on money-making activities every single day, right? And I get this weird thing from entrepreneurs, like, oh, I don't want to sell. I don't want to bother people. Or I don't know how to talk to people. Or I don't know what to sell. I don't know how to say this. I don't know how to do that. What should I do? Should I open my doors every day? Should I be closed on the weekend? Should I this? Should I that? Should I only sell when I'm launching? Like, should I try to sell just behind the scenes and not to people's faces? Like, you guys, you run a business. You sell every single day of your life. Your doors should be always open, right? So in order to make money, okay, or more money, in order to get clients or get more clients, you need to do money producing activities. And it's not about how much time. This is another thing where people start to blur the lines of, in order for me to generate more, I need to do, give, be more. And that is not true. That is not true. The person working 3 hours a day who is extremely successful is hunkered down on money producing activities, and they're very disciplined with their time. They're not giving anything away for free. They're not doing 1 hour free sales calls. They're not doing, 20 years of content and freebies. Like, they're not doing that. They're spending their time on money producing activities. And that's why they can get their day done in 3 hours, and you're spending 10, 12 hours and you're not doing anything. And you're not getting any result, and there's no progress, and you're treading water. The difference is what you're spending your time on and who you're giving your time to, not about how many hours you work. This is not about checking boxes, guys. It is not about having a to-do list 10 miles long and being like, okay, I'm going to get up every day and check as many of those boxes. You can do that all day if you want to, but 90% of the things you're checking off do not produce money in your bank account at the end of the day. And that's why you feel exhausted. right? That's why you're working so many hours and you don't know how you're going to maintain this. And that's why your bank is empty and you're not seeing your sales increase. You're not seeing your audience grow. You're not seeing results from what you're doing because you're not doing the things that produce the results. You're doing other things that are just time consumers, right? It's creation. Creating things doesn't create sales. I'm going to say that. Like, you could create content up the wazoo. I don't care. It doesn't mean it's going to produce a sale, right? You need to do money producing activities. Okay. So what we want is we want you to have an overflow of leads and conversation and sales at all times. Like I just said, businesses outside of the online space are open 365 days out of the year. They are always accepting customers, clients, and they're always making sales. Their doors are always open. Why? Well, in the online space, I see some people who are like, yeah, I had a launch or I launched this thing and I did pretty well. I made some money, got some clients. I did really good. Then I hunkered down and I just delivered and served those clients. And now all of those clients' contracts have come to an end. And I'm sitting here back at square one. And now I need to go find clients again because I'm ready. Like, I'm on the verge of being broke again, right? Because I've just been serving these clients. I haven't been doing anything else. That's the problem. That's the problem. Here's the thing. Regardless of how many clients you need to serve and deliver to, you also still need to run your business. So you still need to market. You still need to sell. And guys, marketing and sales are not the same thing. Can we please write that down? Marketing and sales are two different activities. They're not the same thing. So when you are delivering to your clients and you're serving the people who just paid you, you are still selling and doing sales activities, and you're still marketing and doing marketing activities. You are still a business owner who has to run his or her business. That doesn't stop because you have some clients. So this is where we need to remember that this is where your time management has to be super disciplined, because you always want to have an overflow. I would rather see all of you have wait lists, have people on standby waiting for something to open, have, people lined up and getting excited about something you're releasing really soon. I would rather have you guys have overflows of leads and sales and conversations always going on than for you to hunker down, forget you're a business owner, serve your clients, start back at square one, and rinse, repeat that for the next 5 years, right? I would rather do that. So you have to get really, really good, guys, at telling your time where to go versus letting the time lead the way and running away with you. Okay, I don't run by the clock. I don't look at the clock and say, tick, 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 tick. It's going, it's going, it's going. Oh my God, I have so much to get done in only a little bit of time. And oh my God, I'm never going to get all this done in a day. That's not how I operate. Otherwise, I'd be absolutely crazy. I dictate my time and I manage my time really well. And I tell my time where it's going to go. So I always have enough time to do all the things that I need and want to get done every day in my business. That's a choice. That's because I choose to not focus on the things that are distracting me, that are confusing me, that are overwhelming me, that are making me compare and second guess myself. And I don't get lost in other people's agenda. Now, what does that mean? Other people's agenda are people's emails to you. Guys, the emails that you get from other people, that is their agenda for the day. The Facebook Lives that you see everybody doing throughout the week, that is other people's agendas for the day. When you focus on getting so consumed with everybody else's agenda, you're not getting nothing done in your own business because you're so busy watching everybody else run theirs. Right? I choose to not do that. I have a schedule. I participate during the things I invest in, and that's it. If I want to watch someone's video or webinar, or I want to check out one of their emails or one of their programs or one of the things they're doing, I will do that in my own time when my stuff is done. You guys, you're putting other people's businesses and agendas ahead of your own, and that's why you're broke. Because you're spending so much time watching everybody else's stuff, you're not even focusing on your own stuff. I choose to not do that anymore. I did that for years in the beginning, and I don't do that now. That is discipline. That means that you need to prioritize time in your calendar for mindless scrolling and watching and viewing and all of that. You need to schedule time in to give your time away to other people's agendas, to focus on someone else's business. You don't do that when you're supposed to be running your own business. So that is something that I choose to not do anymore. I choose not to spend my work hours scrolling other people's sales pages, scrolling in people's Facebook groups, seeing what other people, watching other people's lives, reading other people's emails. I'm not doing that when I'm supposed to be working in my own business and creating income, sales, and new leads and new conversations. Okay. So that's a discipline thing. You just need to prioritize your time. And the things, 90% of what you guys spend your time doing is everybody else's agendas. It's not even your own stuff. Okay. And then you get so confused. Oh my God, maybe I shouldn't do that because this person did that. Maybe that's what I should be doing. This is why you're not seeing the results that you want. Okay. You're not putting any focus and attention on your own stuff. Okay, so truthfully, guys, to be totally honest, sales is extremely, extremely easy. It's one of the easiest parts of business, but because we allow ourselves to get so distracted and overwhelmed in all of those other things, our time is really being given to the wrong things. Sales is simple, okay? It's going to come down to really 3 things, you guys. You have to have an offer, so you need something to sell, obviously, and you need to be really behind that. You need an audience, guys. You need an audience to sell to. Okay? So guess what that means? You should be networking every day of your life. You and or your sales team should be networking every single day. If you don't have an audience, who's buying your offer? Who's going to buy it? Where are these clients coming from? Because Jesus isn't going to drop them from the sky into your lap. Where are they coming from? You need to go out and network. You need to go get into conversations. Okay? And that's the third thing. You need to go talk to people. You need to go connect with people. You need to pull people into conversations. Don't tell me you're scared to do that and you don't know how. We've been doing this our whole lives. You run a business. You're an adult. You're a business owner. Just go talk to people. There isn't a right thing to say or a wrong thing. No, I don't have a script for you. We don't use scripts. Just go talk. Right? You'll get better at it with practice. You got to just take imperfect action and stop overthinking and perfecting and procrastinating and trying to have all the answers before you do the damn thing. Right? Like my good friend Katrina Ruth says, do the damn dance. You want the results? Go do the damn dance. Do the dance means go do the things. Stop asking for permission. Stop asking how to do it. Stop saying, what should I say? Is this right? Is this wrong? It all does not matter. It's all right. It's all perfect. It's all just go do it, right? It's a matter of just like, it has to be done. So just go do it. All of this time spent on, is this the right word? Should I message them 5 seconds after or 2 days? It doesn't matter, right? You just need to go run your business. You need to go talk to people and have conversations, right? Online is no different than face-to-face. If you went to a networking event, locally, my clients go to tons of local networking events prior to COVID. And you walk in the room and everyone just said, hey, how are you? Shake hands. Cool. What do you do? What's your name? Here's who I am. Here's what I do. That's awesome. How long you been doing it? Super cool. What fun things are you working on right now? That's awesome. What's your goals this year? What are you doing? Da, da, da. That's it. Just go talk. This is part of the problem is it's just so overthought about that you're paralyzed. You can't even do the actions that produce the results at the end of the day, right? Yet you're a business owner and you're trying to charge thousands of dollars and you can't even have a conversation. So this is something that just needs to happen. So that means that your time, if those are your 3 things, have an offer, have an audience, and get into conversation with that audience, then that means that your time every single day should be spent on growing your audience, getting out there and growing your audience, right? Preferably for free, guys, until you're making some money consistently. Talking to those people. So get into actual conversations, like one-on-one actual conversations, real relationships, and grow that conversation and grow that relationship. And then master your sales skill set. And I'm going to say it again, sales is not a strategy. So for those of you who think you can bypass sales and read a book or something, no, sales happens when you practice it. So get into conversations, get behind your offer, and start talking about the solution it provides. Don't worry about bells, whistles, and all the pretty little extras. Talk about the transformation. Get into conversations and sell. That's your job. You're a business owner. If someone doesn't like that you sell, they're not your people. If someone says, don't DM me, then delete them. Don't worry about it. If someone says, I don't like to be tagged, then delete them from your group and don't tag them. Like, don't overthink this. There's 7 billion people on the internet. Who cares if 20 of them don't like that you're DMing them? So what? Then unfriend them. That's what we do. Like, literally, I don't care. We're not getting attached to this stuff. If you don't want to be DM'd, get out of our Facebook group. If you don't want us to tag you, get out of our Facebook group. If you don't like what we post, then get off our Facebook page, right? Like, it's simple as that, guys. There's way too many people to put all your focus on people that are not even your right people. You just need to get into conversations with the right people and don't worry about all the other people, right? So that is literally the 3 things you're focusing on every single day, all day long. Go network and connect, get visibility, get some eyes on your profile, get some eyes on who you are and what you do. Start getting into conversations imperfectly. And as you're getting in those conversations, you will make mistakes, you'll say the wrong things, and you'll learn from that. So you'll get better and better and better the more you practice. So get out there and make mistakes, and then move those conversations. Move them from talking about what they're doing in their life or business and how that's going and what they need help with and what their big goals are and what their priorities are, what's working, what's not, to I have this solution for you. Are you interested? Would you like to talk about it? I would love to share how I could help you with this. Are you interested? Are you wanting to do that? If not, move on. If so, great. Talk about it. If they don't and they're not ready, push them back to your amazing content, tag them in a few pieces, keep nurturing them, and move on. Success requires speed, guys. You can't get tripped up so much. You got to move fast. And every no that you hear is not personal. So don't mix business with personal. Don't make a story about the no's that you're hearing. That's nothing to do with you. Okay, we have all kinds of podcasts and live shows in our Facebook group about these things. No has nothing to do with you. It's not even a personal thing, and it doesn't mean never. Okay, it's move on. Just go move on to the next. Every no is getting you closer to your yeses. So in my company with my clients, we look at no's as a blessing. Okay, because now we know we're getting through the no's and we're getting to the yeses. If you're not hearing no, you're not having enough conversations. If you're not hearing no, you are not in enough conversations. So that's your number one sign to go have more conversations. Okay? If you're not getting any conversations, you're not getting in front of enough people. You don't have a big enough audience. If you're doing all these things right and you're not getting any engagement, you're not nurturing people. You're not selling if you're not getting sales. Like, it's very, very simple, guys. Sales is black and white. It's a very, very simple process. It is not rocket science. And this isn't some secret thing that people aren't telling you about. It's very, very simple. You have to prioritize. You've got to have self-discipline, and you got to manage your time and tell it where you want it to go. And if the money is where you want it to go and the clients is where you want it to go, then by all means, at the end of the day, that is all you should be focusing on every single day, all day, right? Don't think anyone's going to do this for you, guys. If you're not focused on these activities, then you're not going to get the result you want. And nothing is going to change until you stop doing that, okay? And the other thing is you're probably going to need some kind of mentorship or coaching or some kind of support system to help you fast track some of this stuff and to help you figure out the things that you don't know. Right? None of us know everything. Like, I have mentors because I don't know things, or because I need to be elevated. I know that success requires speed and it moves fast. And so I can't afford to spend 7 months trying to think of how to do something and trying to figure out something. I can't afford to do that. I can't afford to waste any time. So I know by investing in other mentors who are further along and know more than I do, I know as a business owner, I'm very smart that I know that if I invest in those people, they are going to speed me along. So instead of spending 7 months trying to get my business off the ground, I can spend 7 months actually making money and getting new clients because I can invest in the people that tell me exactly what I need to go do. And I already know I'll do it. So I already know when I make an investment, I'm winning. Of course I'm going to win because I'm going to do whatever I need to do, whatever they tell me to do, because they know better than me, right? If they're ahead of me, then they know something I don't. So I'm going to go to them. I'm going to pay them to speed me up. Or I can sit here and spend the next 7 months spinning my wheels trying to figure it out by myself. That doesn't make sense. And as a business owner, you cannot afford to do that. So when I hear people say, well, I can't afford to invest to get help. No, you can't afford not to. That's actually the right statement. You can't afford not to, because it's going to take you months and months and months, or like it did me in the beginning, years, when you could invest in someone who could make that happen in just a few weeks or a month or so for you. So actually the right statement is you can't afford to not invest to get the help in the things that you don't understand, that you can't figure out, that you don't know, or that are taking you forever, right? Investing in a mentor is no different than investing in a system to get something done for you, or investing in a team member. You're investing in something or someone to help you speed up the thing that you're not very good at, that takes you forever, or you just don't know how to do, right? So that you can speed your business up. A mentor is the same thing. Okay. So those are the things, guys. Time management. We are talking about this over in the Facebook group. If you're not over there yet, come join us. Simplify the Scale. Head over to Facebook, search Simplify the Scale. There we are. Answer our 3 entry questions. If you're a good fit, we'll let you in. If you got the right vibes and energy and the right, commitment, we'll let you in the group. We got lots of videos in there, lots of other podcasts in there, lots of great value and things in there to help you grow and scale your business in the most simplified way. So we'd love to see you over there, guys. We release an episode every single Monday, every week, a brand new episode. So definitely hit the podcast, guys. Subscribe so that you get notified every week when one of these go live. And I'll see you guys over on the other side. Hey, not so fast. As a valued listener of the Profitable Entrepreneur podcast, we want to help you simplify the scale and revolutionize your income and your impact online. Not just here in these weekly sessions, but every day of the week and every week of the year. We have an amazing free Facebook group with other successful, high-achieving, and profitable CEOs who are creating financial and time freedom for their families. They're breaking free from the one-to-one hustle, and they're making a real income and impact. If this is an experience that you want to have and you want to be part of a real online community where you can connect, collaborate, co-create, scale your online coaching business, and receive uncommonly exceptional weekly live trainings from me, then head over to Facebook right now, search for Simplify the Scale. Join us over there in the Facebook group, and my team and I will be watching and waiting to welcome you and get you started on creating your next 6 figures. I cannot wait to connect with you.